All right. Game 6. Overtime. At home. Win. We go to Dallas. I mean, the Stars are going back regardless. Hopefully, we're tagging along with them. We need to win here. So badly. Let's have any interesting jerseys? Not really. Here we go. A must-win game, or this cup caliber team will fail again. Definitely possible.
Underway in sudden death overtime.
Definitely possible. Jost to Burns, back to Jost. It's a 5-on-3 power play. Carlson's shot blocked and cleared by Jamie Benn.
They must retreat and start back again. Colorado's in their own end. And
Burns has it picked off by Benn, and the Stars send it back around. McKinnon over the line, drops back. Jeff Skinner save, kicked out by Bishop. Another shot for Skinner. A third shot for Skinner. In front, it skips off of McKinnon's tape.
So on this power play, they will resume from their own end of the ice.
Carlson to Skinner, back to Burns. Now McKinnon to Jost. Tyson Jost misses. Bayreuther battling with McKinnon, kicks it to Sagan, who gets it back to the neutral zone. Carlson to Jost, 55 seconds left on the power play. Jost gets it back. Carlson to Burns. Burns shot, almost broke the glass. Skinner scores! He was 100% in the crease on the deflection, but it doesn't matter. We're going to game 7. It didn't take long. Who the hell was in the crease to deflect that home? Eat your heart out, Brett Hull. Oh my goodness. Well, there we go. There will be a 7th game between the two best teams in the Central Division from the regular season. Tyson Jost is the hero. And the lineup changes, I mean, how much did they help? Who knows? Who's to say? But on our 43rd shot of the game, by the way, 9 power plays to 0. Could you fucking imagine Twitter if a team at home elimination game had 9 power plays and the other team had 0? Twitter would burn to the ground. Well, more than it already is. You know. Good job, Elon, by the way. You're crushing it. You're doing so good, honey. Head pats. Head pats for you. Game number 7. Game number 7. I mean, you'd hope we would have won that given we had a 5-on-3 to start. And we did. We'll go best lines in the AHL. 2 game 7s in the West. San Antonio, after the lineup changes, are now going to a game 7 against the Ontario Reign. In terms of our lines, we have a choice. We keep them as they are based off of performance, or we go best lines and hope for the best. Hence the term best lines. We're going to stick with what brought us to the dance. Game 7 against the Stars. I don't have confidence in it, but we're doing it. Here we go. We can win this. We can win this. First period, 1-0 Dallas. Denis Gurianov. Second period. It's 2-2. Rantanen and McKinnon. We go to the third tie game, Game 7, second round of the playoffs. Who will go to the Western Conference Final? It's the rookie defenseman Hano, but Tufty scores. Taker, the gifted sub. Tyson Jost. 4.5, 3, 2, 1. And the Avalanche, yes, are going to the Western Conference Final. Tyson Jost, back-to-back game-winning goals. And we survive against Dallas. Taker again with the gifted sub. Thank you so much for that. My goodness. Tyson frickin' Jost as we outlast Ben Bishop and the Dallas Stars. Barely. Thank God for Tyson Jost. Oh my God. We are going to the Western Conference Final. Taker, another gift. My goodness. My goodness. It'll be the Vancouver Canucks in the Western Conference Final as we have the Dubas Bowl in the Eastern Conference Final. The Rampage are about to play their Game 7. It says sim to the draft. That scares me. Why does it say sim to the draft? That's why, because they lost, apparently. I think it was a 3-1 series lead that the Rampage had, and they fucking blew it, so that's great. But indeed, we are going to Game 7. So it was worth it in terms of calling people up. Actually, it was Game 6 that we had all the call-ups, but you get the point. I'm willing to sacrifice the Rampage this season if it means a shot at making it to the Western Conference Final, which indeed we did. From there, there's a conversation to be had. How was Sharaf in that game? All right, Sharaf didn't do much, but we do know that Ole Hano scored a big-time goal for us. I'm not going to change anything after the 2. I was tempted to maybe call the Klimas back up, but the Vancouver Canucks. We're going to leave the team as is. They got us to this point. The question now, will it matter? Let's take a look at our opponents in the Western Conference Final. The first time we've made it, we have a better offense. They have a better defense at this stage and better goaltending. Obviously, though, we have sent down some people to try and find the right combinations, the right mojo. I am going to look at our team stats, by the way, in a minute, but this is the Canucks lineup. First line, Nikolai Goldobin, Bo Horvat, and Brock Besser. Brendan Gallagher is with Mark Jankowski and Jake Virtanen. Drake Kajula with Michael Chaput and Brandon Sutter. Anthony Richard, Cole Castles, and Cristiano Di Giacinto. Taker, thank you again for the bits as well. I didn't miss the other 69. Sorry, I was making a point. The defense, Alex Edler and Olli Levy, Chris Tanev and Michael Delzato, Patrick Wirkoch, and Michael Stone. The goaltender is an injured at the moment Thatcher Demko. He is healthy enough to play. Anders Nilsson, the backup. They have no other injuries but scratches for Goodbranson, Guillaume Brizois, and Jonathan Dahlin. Right. Another tough matchup. We knew it would be the case. It was impossible that it wasn't going to be a tough matchup. The first 2 were tough. Why wouldn't the conference final be tough? But we can do what we do. Take it. That's very kind of you, by the way. Thank you very much. Those messages are why I do this, although, hey, I mean, yelling at video games is also very fun. Game 1. Screw it. I'm tempted to make changes, so I won't. Let's do it. Game number 1. Here we go. My goodness. First period. Goalless. I'll take that, in all honesty. Could have been a hell of a lot worse. Second period. Boris Tkachuk and Tyson Jost. Mark Jankowski, the lone goal for the Canucks. They are crushing us in shots, and it doesn't matter. Right now, we're up 2-1. Power play for the Avs. Power plays for the Avs. Nathan MacKinnon makes it 3-1. I'm actually kind of scared because we lost the first game of the last two series. We're going to win game one of this series. Is it a bad omen? We will find out. Gabriel Landeskog made it 4-1, and that is where the score line holds. A big win for the Avalanche. Very strong performance for Felix Sandstrom. Tyson Jost and Nathan MacKinnon continuing to click. And we are up 1-0 in the series. Still mad about the rampage, but it is what it is. We're going to jump to game two. Oh, shit. Well, apparently Brent Burns isn't 100% for this game, and that does mean he could pick up a long-term injury in this one. Great. First period, goalless. 2 games in a row. We've seen a game start out this way. Second period, Tyson Jost. We go to the third. NHL 17, I always sing your praises as a really strong title. It's time for you to repay the favor. Still got a long way to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. The Colorado Avalanche, with a 19-save shutout for Felix Sandstrom, take game 2. And all of a sudden, we're close. Burns is fine, by the way. Thank God. Game number 3, Tyson Jost turns into Mario Lemieux. On home ice. We don't want that home team losing trend to pop up. First period. Second period. Damn it. It's still 1-0. I am worried about the home team losing trend right now. A lot of power play time for Vancouver. A lot. We do kill it off, though. 8 minutes left. Will Demko seal the deal? Drake Caggiula likely did, and if he didn't, Bo Horvat definitely did. It's a 31-save shutout for Thatcher Demko and a 3-0 win for the Canucks. That's not good. That's not good at all. Damn it. I'm going to make changes. I know it's only one loss, but I feel like we have to make changes off of that just to try and get the mojo back on our side, because that whole home team lose every game thing, while it would benefit us if it holds throughout the 7-game series, scares me. Vladimir Shirov's going down. Olli Heino has secured his spot. You know, the question is whether or not we call up Dahlin or Haig. Otherwise, I'm going to go with the highest rated guy. Or we use Quinn Hughes. But we're not going to appease AJ because he's rooting for the Canucks, so we're going for Bodie Wild. Bodie, let's see what you can do with your opportunity. As far as forwards are concerned, Anton Carlson really hasn't done much. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't done much. McIntyre hasn't done anything either. Let's see from here. Jost has obviously been insane. Veleno's done nothing. All right, we could call Greer back up, but we're going to go with Geeky, Tolvanen, and Olhaver. I want to call the Klimas back up, but McIntyre would go back to junior. That's fine. The season's over anyway. Klimas on the fourth line are gods, typically. So let's see. We will slot in Ellie Tolvanen. We'll slot in Gustav Olhaver. Down the middle, Morgan Geekie. And fuck it, we might as well just go best lines given the problems there. The Klimas are still here, but we did send them down to the AHL here in the playoffs just because they weren't playing particularly well. Carr, Carlson, Hano, Burns, Wild, McAvoy. Works for me. Works for me. We're up on Vancouver 2-1 in the series. It is game number 4. We need a win here to stop that momentum after they took the last one. First period. Morgan Geekie upon the call-up with a huge goal. Brent Burns makes it 2. So we get to Demko. Second period. Goal apiece. Jeff Skinner and Drake Caggiula. Shots are close now, though. They outplayed us that period. Third, if we win, we'll have a serious scoreline just like this game's current scoreline. I didn't see Nemich's first goal, but I did hear about it. Patrick Weirkoch makes it a 1-goal game. Erik Karlsson gets the lead back to 2. Come on. Come on. Come on. One win away from the Stanley Cup Final. One more to go. Burns, Karlsson, Skinner leading the way. One more win. And it would be Pittsburgh or Toronto. Right now it looks more likely to be Pittsburgh. Game 5 in Vancouver. Our first chance to end the series. First period. Kachuk, Jankowski, Landeskog on Nilsson. Demko is out. We have to win. We have to win this. Demko is out of the game, presumably due to injury. Here we go. Second period. Come on. 5-2 heading into the third. Are the Avalanche going to the final? Brock Besser makes it a 2-goal game. Come on. This one's not over. It's not over yet. We got rid of a lot of people, too. But it worked. The Colorado Avalanche are off to the Stanley Cup Final, eliminating the Canucks in 5 games. Erik Karlsson, take a bow. We got it done. Will it be Pittsburgh or Toronto? The 5 gifted from Taker, a person of their word. Whew. Craziness. Craziness, craziness, but one more series to go. And seriously, where would we be without that top-end star power? Look at this. Look at this. I mean, Rantanen and Landeskog and company have started to wake up recently. The Klimas are still up there in terms of a points perspective, which is fucking hilarious. The amount of people who have suited up for a playoff game this postseason. God. Defensively, Karlsson, Burns, absolutely crushing it. We still got some concerns elsewhere. And then goalie-wise, Sandstrom now 2 shutouts, a .920 save percentage, which is the exact number he had in the regular season. So he has at least been very consistent. The big question is whether or not we root for a Leafs comeback but it might not matter. They do win the next game. Game 6. Pittsburgh and Colorado, your 2021 Stanley Cup Final. Goodness. I want to take a look at their team, and then we're going to have a conversation about ours. What do the Penguins look like? We won't put too much stock into our team ratings because they can change, but 97, 94 to 92. That's not good. Terms of the lineup. Top line, Daniel Sprong. Oh my God. Sidney Crosby. And Phil Kessel. Second line, Brian Rust. Evgeny Malkin. And Patrick Hornqvist. Third line, Sven Berchke. Teddy Bluger. And Tom Kuhnhackl. Fourth line, Clark MacArthur. Zach Aston Reese. And Troy Terry, who we traded to them at the beginning of the season. The Penguins offense. Defense, Oli Mata. Alongside Christopher Letang. I own a jersey for each of these guys, I just realized. Second pair, former Avalanche defenseman Libor Hayek. Alongside Marcus Pettersson. And the third pair, Brian Dumoulin. With Justin Schultz. Goaltender, Matt Murray. With Tristan Jarry behind him. No injuries, but 2 scratches, Carter Verhaeghe and Ethan Prow. God. Well, it makes sense to have your toughest opponent last, right? Question is, do we lose or do we change? I think we have to use the team that won the last 2 games of the series. Keep the momentum going. I'm going to leave it until they show it has to be changed. So here it is. The Stanley Cup Final. Pittsburgh, Colorado. Will we go the way of Nashville and San Jose? Or can we beat the Penguins? Game 1. Goodness. First period. 2-1 for the Avs. Taylor Radish and Brent Burns. For them, it's Evgeny Malkin getting one back. Second period, goal apiece, Phil Kessel and Taylor Radish. What a performance by him. We still have the third period to go. Jeff Skinner shorthanded. 4-2. Sidney Crosby gets one back. 7 minutes left. Teddy Bluger ties it. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final goes to overtime at at 4-4. Frank, congratulations for making it to the end, by the way. I agree. The Penguins yellow looks fucking weird in this game. I don't know if the throwback version looks better. No, the yellow's just messed up in this game. Here we go. Overtime in game one. If it's a Stanley Cup final, we follow along with every OT.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous bit of hockey so far, and more to come.
PPG Paints Arena. Who will take game one? We had the lead, but couldn't hold it. Crosby's slap shot from the point goes wide. Makar tried to go cross ice. Pass was off. Sprong for Kessel. Kessel tries to throw it on. Carlson to Skinner. Makar, quick movement from the Avs here. Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon versus Crosby in the Cup final, by the way. Loose puck. Hens have it. Mata has trouble. Crosby up ahead for Kessel. Kessel. Space. Throws one off the back of the net. Letang to Crosby. Tried to go in front. Pinballs around. And somehow Felix Sandstrom keeps it out.
As the chance was generated, both benches stand up. They think it's over, but it's not. What a stop.
Oh my God. Penguins have dominated the faceoffs in this game. Jesus Christ. Pedersen wins that one. Haino has trouble. Pedersen the Kachuk. Boris dumps it in. Libor Hayek, who thought he'd start this season on this team, he ended up getting traded. Hayek to Rust. Rust avoids a hit, sends it across, ran out of runway. Malkin to the point. Working with Hayek. Patterson to Hornqvist in front, hit the side of the cage. Rust is hooked, but no power play needed. Evgeny Malkin. As the Penguins come back to take game one. They were all over us in that overtime. That was brutal.
He's able to get himself in position to one-time that puck to the back of the net. I don't know what he's going to do with that one, Edzo. That thing is delivered to perfection.
That was absolutely brutal. I was muted there for a second. I hit the button, didn't unmute. Iceberg's happy. I am not.
Meanwhile, for this one tonight, for Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emmerich saying good night.
Malkin finds the space in front. And that's that. Not great. Not great. Malkin, Letang, Crosby, of course. Who else would have been leading the way, right? Who else? Okay. We dropped game one. We had lost the first game of the series 2 out of 3 times in the series that we actually won. So it's not a death sentence. But I am going to make changes despite the one loss. We are going to go with the highest rated players getting back into the lineup to see if we can fight fire with fire. And hopefully it'll work. Just the best players possible. 83 and up, as it turns out. We'll go best lines. And we'll just run it. Best lines according to the game. According to our coach. Well, coaches didn't exist at the time. Can they do it? Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. So we're trying to out-voodoo this incredible Penguins team. First period, goal apiece. Jeff Skinner with 8 seconds left. Daniel Sprong. Not great. Second period. Fuck. Oh, I don't like these close games. Third period. Rasmus Dahlin back in the lineup and on the scoreboard. 2-1. Hornqvist ties it. Not good here. 2 games. 2 overtimes. Here we go again. At least if they're going to win this, we are making them earn it. Overtime again.
We are underway in overtime. Who's the
Penguins have found ways to battle back in this series so far. Crosby gets it back from Letang. Crosby nearly picks the corner. That is an outrageous save. My reaction to the Juan Soto trade. I don't think about irrelevant teams like the New York Yankees. I focus on my own irrelevant team like the Boston Red Sox. I should say I don't think about other irrelevant teams.
Pittsburgh's got another win.
Mata, another glove save by Sandstrom.
And he'll cover.
Those are 2 big saves early on for Felix. I assume we need you to win a face-off, buddy.
Big face-off win.
Best lines did break up our top line all playoffs long. I'm a little bit worried about it.
Pitching this one to Skinner.
Carlson to Skinner.
Pushing it on up the wing.
Jeff Skinner making moves, nowhere to go. Loose puck. Jost couldn't get the shot off.
Continuing in neutral ice.
Bill Kessel can't make the move. Gets it back. Shoots it wide.
Possession now on the pickup. Oh.
Crosby tried to jam it home. Sandstrom's there. Was the Verdugo trade the first trade the Yankees and Red Sox have made in my lifetime? No. But I'm trying to remember what the last one was. Like the last big one. Like there was the deal where they picked up like Adam Ottavino.
Teammate comes in. Looking to headman up the wing.
I think the biggest, well then, yeah. It's not the first trade, it is the biggest. Damon and Ellsbury weren't trades. Those were free agent signings. So. I mean, yeah, otherwise it's like, oh, Steven Drew to the Yankees. So it is the biggest one, but it's not the first.
He's in.
Malkin was the OT hero in game 1. McKinnon across for Mikko. Rantanen, it's blocked.
Pittsburgh's got it in their own end, hoping for center.
Hornqvist for Rust. Ryan Rust, where's he going to go with it? Sandstrom's on one. This is looking very, very similar to the prior game. Very, very similar, and I do not like it. Not good. Always got to start figuring this out here. Chuck Pettersson, Radish did stay together as a line. Hornqvist loses it. Hayek gets blocked. Malkin to the point, gets it back from Schultz, and again. Schultz to Hayek. Good zone time. Hayek gets blocked. Rust to Hayek. Malkin just missed. Dude, they're all over us. Hornqvist in front. Sandstrom's there. Jesus, man. They are all over us again. Third line be third line. Penguins win another draw. Hayek save. It was blocked as well. Berchke save. Loose puck. Sandstrom covers again. Felix Sandstrom doing everything he can to keep us in this game right now. This is absurd. Pavelski on the draw. Can't win it. Dumoulin can't get it through. Berchke saved by Sandstrom. Makar to Pavelski. Now Greer. He dumps it in. Pavelski gives chase. Dumoulin keeps it.
Carries it toward the woodwork.
And here they come again. Kuhnhackl offside. Loaded up the slap shot and went off. Price, it's going to have to be our freaking fourth line out there just based off of stamina.
Good reach there.
Carr to Carlson. Fourth line likes to dump the puck in, as we've learned. Prow gets run over.
That is a huge hit. Directing that one to Blue Jays.
Berchke, it's going to be off. Now he elects not to touch it. Another dump in. Pavelski fighting for it with Prow. Boys win it. Greer tried to cut in front. Greer to Pavelski. Wraps it around to the far side. Anton Carlson. To Pavelski. Backhand. Good chance. Our best chance so far. Greer wins it back. Cuts in front. Was bumped off the puck. Good stick lift from Greer. Pavelski. The Carlson glove save. Murray. Oh, talk about our best chance. Finally, we start getting something going in the attacking zone. And Anton Carlson can't end it on the backhand. Top line's out against their fourth line, though. It's a good matchup for us. Jost on the draw against Zach Aston Reese. He wins it. Carlson, one-timer, scores! Let's go! The Colorado Avalanche take game 2 on a one-time bomb from the point. Woo! Was that Burnsy? A heavy clap. Nothing Murray could do about it. I believe it was Brent Burns. I still haven't gotten a good look at it.
Tournaments are exciting.
Thank God for Felix Sandstrom. It was indeed Brent Burns and Felix Sandstrom as the heroes for this team. As Jost off the draw, Carlson to Burns, who right off the draw fades away and just hammers this one home just past Murray and celebrates right in former teammate Troy Terry's face. Actually, in fairness, they never shared the ice together. They were on the same team momentarily. Momentarily. We do fun things here. This series is tied at 1 apiece. Whew. Christ, that was only game 2. We've been to overtime twice. Not going to change anything about the team. We got to win, we keep it the same. We lose, we change it. That is the format right now. Game number 3 at home. Pepsi Center. The Pepis. First period. 2-1. Pavelski scores, but not after Malkin and Prow. We're able to get the Penguins on the board. They have 2 goals on 9 shots. Second period. We tie it at 3. Patrick Hornqvist offset by Jeff Skinner and Anton Carlson. Third period, tied at 3. Jeff Skinner. Jeffrey Skinner. It's a 1-1 series. Now a 1-goal hockey game. 4.5 to go. 1.5. The Colorado Avalanche have a lead in the Stanley Cup Final. 2-1. Thanks to Jeff Skinner. 2 big goals for Jeff Skinner. Come on. 2 away. Team stays the same after a win. It is game 4 on home ice. First period, goalless. Forgot the sort. 13 shots to 9 in our favor. Second period, goalless, Jesus Christ. This has been one of the closest series I think I've ever seen. 21 shots to 18. Still looking for the opening goal of this game. Power play for the Avs early in the third. 4-on-3. It doesn't happen. Sidney Crosby scores. Penguins have the lead. Sven Berchke makes it 2. Daniel Sprong. It's 3. Phil Kessel. It's 4. The Penguins tie the series. You'll love to see it. And I know I said the Penguins win the series. They haven't. It feels like it. Matt Murray gets the shutout. It's a best of 3. From here on out, after a loss like that, we are going to look at changes again. It's a method that's worked so far. Man, Bodie Wild jumped up to an 83. That's nuts. Our boy Nick Hague has been absolutely dreadful. We will give Quinn Hughes the opportunity. In terms of forwards, Carlson's been okay. Radish is a minus player. It's fucking scary. The amount of minuses in the lineup is very fucking scary. McAvoy really hasn't done much, man. 4 points, but also a -4. Hughes is going to come back. I just need to check something. Bodie was also indifferent. I mean, if you're going to have someone in the lineup that was a little bit indifferent, it might as well be the guy who's an 88 overall, right? I mean, Radish has 7 points, but we're also in the Stanley Cup Final. That's really not that much. Again, Radish and Kachuk being minus players, 7 points, but it's, again, really not that much. It's that line in general, man. We do have options. So the thing is, right, like in my head, I'm like, fucking drop Charlie McAvoy. Probably not worth it, though. Probably not worth it. But at the same time, like, he hasn't played like we need an 88 overall player to play. At least not offensively. But, man, at a certain point, it does become about the offense, right? Like, we eventually need you to do something. I go with my gut. If you're not performing, get out of the lineup. Ole Hano's coming back up. Performer, get out of the lineup. Radish has those 7 points, but that -5 is a killer for me. It's just too much. Because it feels like most of it's recent. How much is a team play versus them being amazing? I mean, who's to say? Klimas are coming back. We know Veleno's going down. Okay. If we go to edit lines, what do we have? Puts the Klimas of Morgan Geekie. Pettersson stays. Sandstrom's on a 9-12, but he's still been the better of the 2 goalies. Nothing amazing, though. I'm going to go best lines to start. We're going to hope for the best. We're going to do it. That's the way we're going. Game 5. Can we do it? Here we go. First period, 1-1. Crystal Tang, Tyson Jost. Sounds about right. It's a close game. Second period. Why? Why, though? We go to the third, tied at 1. Tie game in the third period between us and Pittsburgh. Imagine. 12 minutes left. Zach Aston Reese scores. Fuck. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 1 win away from winning the Stanley Cup. We have to win 2 in a row. We haven't lost 2 in a row in a while. Shit. Okay. We're throwing the best team out there, the best lines possible. It worked for us last time. We're going to try it again this time. Highest ratings. Get the spots. And we hope for the goddamn best. That's what we do. So best lines. I agree we are going to reunite these two. Or these 3. Honestly, no, we're not going with that. At least not offensively. I need the 4 players that have the highest face-off ratings to make sure that they're in there. Suzuki is the only guy in the AHL with an 80. Just at an 83, 84, 81, 88 for Pavelski. Okay, we actually do have plenty of guys there that are set up. Fuck. We're scrambling. We are absolutely scrambling right now. I don't know what to do. There's a lot of different options, clearly. Maybe we do just go highest rated players in the highest positions. I tried best lines. Yes, I have. Yeah, we are still in this spot. We're going with that. It's Carlson, McCarr, McAvoy, Darlene, and Wild. Okay. One chance. We got to force Game 7, where the Penguins raise the Stanley Cup in our home rink. First period, 1-0 Pittsburgh, Phil Kessel. Second period, goal apiece. It's Evgeny Malkin and AJ Greer. We're down to our final 20 minutes. Power play for Pittsburgh. That's it. Gino makes it 3-1. The Penguins were just too much. We lose the Cup final in 6. That sucks, man. I really thought we had the right combination, and then we just had too many players underperform. Goaltending-wise, it wasn't good enough. Maybe we should have kept Bobrovsky over Sandstrom. Sandstrom had his moments, but... And then defensively, I mean, Carlson and Burns showed up. McAvoy was a gigantic disappointment. So was Nick Hague. Dahlin took too many penalties to justify keeping him in the lineup. We just had too many players underperform. Because, of course, that's what happened. Rantanen only had 11 points and it was a -2. That's not good enough. Radish ended up a -5. That's not good enough. Anton Carlson might have been one of our better players. Skinner was great. Landeskog was okay, but not what a 91 overall player needs to be. I mean, Kachuk was on a Kevin Klima pace. Klimas didn't really do as well as you needed them to do. We tried so many different players. We would have been out so much earlier if it wasn't for our first line. Pettersson didn't really do well enough. Pavelski, Morgan Geekie was one of our superior players of this whole thing. So, yeah, I mean, you look at the forwards there. We had 5 players in double digits, and we made it to Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. That's just not good enough. It's just not good enough for a high firepowered offense. They just aren't consistently good enough, and I don't know why, but that is the reality, isn't it? Damn it.